Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my adventures. We're doing planetary exploration. Let's check, make sure the recording's working. Everything seems to be working. Well, let's look at for our next destination. It's this left. Go to the system map. We're in Barnard's star system. We're at the second planet we can actually land on. So we're going to come over here. The next one. Now before we do anything, we're going to check the planetary map and see if there's any bases. And there's not any bases on it. So we're going to lock it in. That's where we're going. We're going to check it out. Got like 8 more after the next one to go to. So let's get started. Says landing. Waiting for the mass lock, so while we're waiting, please look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that red and white subscribe button. And what I've started doing too, you get 2,000 subscribes. You can subscribe to 2,000 different websites. So it's just showing YouTube support. You can click the bell if you wish to be notified when they, or like myself, produces more videos. I have subscribed to over 700 myself. I'm not going to ask you to do anything that I'm not willing to do. Now, because YouTube requires 1,000 subscribers before they give any help at all, so I pick channels that they do basically what I do, you know, the same type of videos that I do, to subscribe to. Now, there's several reasons for that. One, sometimes they'll watch your videos, so I'm getting my viewership is up about 100 a day because I've started subscribing to others' channels, and about 10% of them will even subscribe to your channel. So that's the part that helps me. Now the part that helps them is these are those that do not get any kind of support from YouTube yet. So yes, mine's only 1 subscription, but it helps them. Well, that's what I'm trying to get my viewers. I've got 21,000 views. I've had over 9,000 separate viewers over the last 3 months, and if all of you would help the small, under 1,000 subscribers channels, it would encourage them to continue making videos just like this channel. And it's frustrating when we can't get more subscribers. Well, you get 2,000 subscribes that you can subscribe to other channels. 2,000, and they're all free. So what I'm asking you to do is subscribe to our channel for one. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. You have 2,000 that you can subscribe to, plus help out the small, under 1,000 subscriber channels that you come across that you like their videos. And that's what I do. I watch their video, and if I like what they're doing, I'll go ahead and subscribe to them. And right now I'm subscribing to channels that do Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky, Subnautica, and VR Pinball, because they'll watch some of my videos and it helps them out. So why don't we all join together and help the little guy? You know, all we hear is the big corporation or the 1%ers are bad or all that. Well, help the 99% that are small. Join with me. Just subscribe to 2,000 very small channels that they have decent videos, and you hope they'll stick around and make videos. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing exactly what I'm asking you to do. And like I said, I'm at 700 channels right now that I've started subscribing to. Now, of course, if you subscribe to my channel, I subscribe to yours. So I get a little link, especially if your subscription is marked as public, and right next to that link it says subscribe. So YouTube encourages me if you subscribe to my channel. And we might have an interdictor, so let's slow it down. Yep, we do have an interdictor. Oops, submitting. We didn't submit. I didn't submit. Be back in the Super Cruise.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Well, I don't know what happened there. But that's what happens if you're in Super Cruise and it submits you for some reason. Just boost, max speed, swerve side to side, and get back into Super Cruise as quickly as you can. I don't know what happened. Now, they might interdict us again. And if your ship is too hot to, like if they were firing on me and the heat was too high, I could launch a heat sink. So that's what I was ready to do. But like I was saying before, if you would support the little guys, that's better for YouTube. I do slow down because then it's harder for them to throw you into things like they like to throw you into stuff. But it's pretty easy. If it submits you, I started boosting and I raised the speed. See, it wouldn't let me just go to max for some reason. So I just kept trying to raise the speed, kind of move side to side. They didn't have a chance to fire at me. And if it happens again, we'll try. You know, it's probably been less than 5 times where it's made me submit, and when I didn't intend to submit. So that was a good example. It worked out really good. And of course we could be getting another one, or that same one could come back trying to interdict us again. We're going to be looking for the sunny side, which doesn't look like it's real sunny, or the bright side. Keep the speed down. So if I do get interdicted, it's easier to work with it. And you just have to, and in the cutter it's a whole lot tougher than it is in the Python to deal with interdictions. I do think in one of the last updates that Frontier might have calmed the interdictions down a little bit too. I'm not saying absolutely that's what they've done, but it seems like they might have. And then you'll see a dark blue ring and then a yellow ring around the planet. The dark blue one says we can land on it. Kind of want a slope. So where that greenish is, I like different textures in an area. But like I said, if we'll all join together and help those with less than 1,000 subscribers, and that's me included, it's good for everybody because it encourages them to stay in the game, keep making videos, and you're showing some support. You get 2,000 subscribed, so you can subscribe 2,000 times. And in this game, you got to be prepared for about anything, all the time. Like where it knocked me out of Super Cruise and made me submit. I didn't submit willingly, but it just did that. Now the videos that you're seeing now were made about 15 days ago. It's in my early release. It's where my subscribers get access to them first for about 15 days before the general public gets access to them. So if you would like to be part of the subscribers that get the early access, then press the subscribe and email me that you have subscribed with your channel account name, and make sure your subscription is marked public. So in the description it tells you how to do that. So, and then I'll send you links for early access. Yeah, we might wind up having to have night vision here because it's kind of dark. So we'll see. Cis landing. But like on that interdiction that's submitted, cis alternate. You know, just try to stay as cool as possible and go through the steps of what you have to do. You have to punch it, you have to boost. And while you're boosting, keep punching until you get max speed, and then keep boosting. And under engines, you see cis, eng, wep. Under engines, because it's like a capacitor, it charges. So as soon as it's charged up, you hit boost again. And then you try to get back into Super Cruise. See, the pirate never was able to get a shot off. So, and we're coming down too fast, so I had to reverse my thrusters. But it's good practice every once in a while that happened. And we did all the things that we're supposed to do when that happened. Cis down. Cis down. I use voice commands, and sometimes I have to tell it 2 or 3 times. I picked the one with 66% fuel, and if I run out of fuel, we can use synthesis to refuel. It's kind of a big hill right there. It's kind of a mountain over here. We'll get up on the edge of this hill and let the ship leave. It's just dark. Yeah, I think it's just night. Going to be a little dark on us. Sis, ship.
Ship dismissed.
We're using night vision. And the ship will go into orbit, or it'll go back to the fleet carrier until we call it again. Well, I appreciate you coming along. Underneath the video in the description, you'll also see ways to donate. And if you donate, you also get the pre-release videos. If you join our Patreon page, you get the pre-release videos, but you get them faster on the Patreon page. Because as soon as I create these and get the link from YouTube, I put it in the Patreon page. So my Patreons get it immediately, almost immediately after it's created. They get to watch them all. Like I said, for about the first 15 days after I create a video, only my subscribers and donors get access to those videos. Again, you can subscribe 2,000 times before you run out of subscribes. So be sure you subscribe to our channel for one, and small channels, those with under 1,000 subscribers, to encourage them. And I'm doing the same thing. I've already subscribed 700 times to small YouTube channels. And about 10% of those will subscribe back to you. And even watch more of your videos. Because our video count is up right now. Viewership is up since we've been doing that. But to the 90% that are watching that I have subscribed to their channel, please subscribe. Return the favor, as it'll help my channel out too. It's all about helping the channels, and it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe up to 2,000 times. So if we all join together and help the small channels, they'll all make it. They'll all be encouraged to keep making videos. Because it's very discouraging when 99% of you will not subscribe. That's very discouraging. And it makes you want to quit. Because I have thought about quitting. And there's been one that said, well, just quit then. And my response to him was, well, just don't watch then. So, like, why are you watching? But if you're that rude and that cruel, and, you know, no one should be making videos for those kind of people that only care about themselves. I care about the smaller channels. I don't want them just to quit. I try to encourage them to keep going. And if we can all encourage them to, you know, our viewers to subscribe to the smaller channels, then it helps everybody. Helps the viewer because they get more videos to watch. And, you know, and as the media and everybody talks down big corporations and the 1%ers of money and all that, but you'll subscribe to the 1%ers, but you won't subscribe, you know, the top 1% of content creators, but you're not subscribing to the little guys The ones that only have 1% subscriptions. So you need to think about it. And underneath the video to the far left, you'll see our YouTube channel where we have over 970 more videos for you to watch. But we need to be encouraged too, instead of always discouraged by those that are viral. There's too many viral people on the internet and YouTube. Our world has gotten too viral to the point where it's kind of like Mad Max society is on its way very quickly of just lawlessness, where it's kill or be killed. I'd be surprised if any of you really want that kind of society, where you're watching your back all the time, and that your friends and family are at risk of death constantly. I know I don't want a life like that. Our tires are sinking into the terrain, and it turns brown just around us. Usually when that happens, the game kind of all freaks out, or it has in the past. So, and I've had to restart. Well, what we're doing right now, we're in Barnard's star system. And we have done a video reference of all the stations here so far that we have found. And now we're going by each planet and doing a planetary exploration video. And after we finish Barnard's star, we will go back to Sothis and run some cargo missions, because we need credits. Right now we're collecting raw materials. At Dav's Hope we collect manufactured materials, and at Jameson Crash Site we collect encoded materials. Now we do need to go to the material trader, and after we finish here at Barnard's star, we'll go over to the 3 material traders before we go back to Sothis. I do appreciate the over 21,000 views that we've received toward our videos, and the over 9,000 that different people that have watched our videos just in the past 3 months. So we know there's potential, but I need more of you to use one of your up to 2,000 subscribes that you can use on channels and do what I have done. I have subscribed to over 700 channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers, and I would recommend, if you would take it, recommend you do the same to help those small channels, including this one. We're under 1,000 subscribers at the point that this video is made, so we need the help too. And if we ever get above 1,000, I hope you continue to help the small channels and encourage them to continue making videos. And that's how you encourage them, because they need subscribers. That's how they eventually get support from YouTube. Yeah, the SRV is acting real sluggish. More sluggish than normal. That makes me wonder what's up. While we're waiting for our sensor to repopulate, I just need to check, make sure everything in my world is okay. I think we're okay. But I'm still learning how YouTube works too. And yes, at times I get frustrated and I'll lash out a little bit. But it's because I still don't understand everything. And in the past, I wasn't helping other smaller YouTube channels either. So I am now, because I think it's very important to encourage those channels. Like I said, you get 2,000 subscribes. YouTube lets you subscribe to 2,000 channels, and you don't have to be notified every time they create a video. That's why there's a bell next to, if you go to their channel after you've subscribed to them, there's a bell next to where it says says subscribe, so you could unsubscribe. There's a bell next to that, so you can be notified when they create an additional video. Well, you don't have to press that bell. You can just be subscribed to 2,000 channels without being notified, so it doesn't clutter up your email or however you get notified. Yeah, we are getting some upper level blips, meaning it's not raw materials. It's been manufactured. So it could be a ship, it could be a crashed satellite or a crash ship, or it could be a real ship that's just waiting to pounce or something. Now the SRV, the rebuy is only 500 credits, so it's not really that much. But the only reason I don't want to shoot at stingers and skimmers, because you can try to maneuver to get away from the support ship that's trying to kill you until security forces can show up and destroy them. But my chances of hiding, or there's no caves, as far as I know, in Elite Dangerous that you can get into. Now if there was a cave that you could get into and shoot from the doorway, see, that would be, if you had cover from the ship, that would be alright. Now we're fixing to get into, yep, there they are. But as soon as we get closer to this trespass zone, the stinger skimmers are going to pop up. And there they are. They're clean, so you couldn't shoot them no matter what, or you'd get warrants out for your destruction. So it's just to show you, you couldn't shoot them anyway. They belong to one of the factions. Now they can shoot you, but you can't shoot them. Again, I appreciate you coming along. Hopefully you'll come along again, watch another video, and hopefully you'll use one out of the 2,000 subscribes that you have on our channel to encourage us to continue making videos. See what kind of time we got. Sis, ship. Yep, it's about time. We don't want to make the videos too long. And knowing the ship, it's going to park next to that that trespass zone. That's usually what they do, park right next to them. Now, in a way, that's good because you could set a perimeter defense where when missiles come at you, the ship will launch. Sis dark. Sis night. Sis ship. Sis ship. Well, our Elite Dangerous crashed. So right after we called the ship, so make sure she's not gonna land on us. I appreciate she was going to get that close, but I wouldn't want her landing on me. Well, I appreciate you coming along. Please be sure to subscribe. So look at that subscribe button at the bottom right hand corner of the video. As our channel needs to be encouraged to continue making videos too. And you do have 2,000 subscribes you can use to support the channels you watch. And you can set whether you get notified or not when they create videos. Sis down. So please subscribe, please donate, consider donating, consider joining our Patreon page, and watch more of our videos at GFM_RDG. So until the next video, thank you for watching. Goodbye.